Ladies and gentlemen, I recently got roasted in the comments of a Makeshift Project post on YouTube, and they ran a poll that said, "Hey, what's your favorite fall sport? What's the best fall sport?" I put the NHL, and I got roasted in the comments for saying the NHL deserves more credit. There were a lot that said, "No, they don't. Hockey's not enjoyable. This sport is not a fall sport. It belongs in the winter." And I have to disagree with all of that. It is a fall sport because we start in the fall. The NHL season doesn't begin until October. And in October, last I checked, is it in the fall? It's not the winter. November is the winter, people. And then at least November is the winter. Late November is the winter, and then you get to then March would be spring. March 21st would be spring. So there's that. Um, you have that. The and last I checked, the ponds can freeze in October. They can Snow can fall then, so it's still that. The game doesn't change at all. And I do think that some of the comments of that post thought, yeah, it's very enjoyable during February to April and then to playoffs. And it's like, okay, that's fine, but okay, but even still, you're gonna get good highlights in at the start of the season. And and people did not understand that too. The the marketability of the NHL does need to improve, and I think that this mindset has just come up. All these different things that we associate with hockey have come up, and the NHL has done a poor job of you know getting rid of these stereotypes or like putting these stereotypes out of people's minds, especially when Brock Besser was hit from behind, and we have these elbows to the head, contacts to the head. It's getting very violent. I mean, the game is quicker in the NHL, and I guess there's a little less hits, but I mean, it's still just as dangerous as it was 30 years ago to play in that game, and we have not dispelled that notion. And hockey is a dangerous game. You can go flying into the boards. You can take a wrong turn. You can spin out. You can slam your head on the pipe. It's a tough game, I know, but it's very enjoyable to watch. And you can take a good check. You can have this honor to that you maintain when you play the game. Um, to the people that say it's not enjoyable, it is very enjoyable. Seeing a good check and seeing great deeks and all that, and deeks and dangles and just going in and out and just going through defenders. I mean, like you enjoy watching basketball players do that, right? So why not with hockey? And that's one thing I do not understand. Um, so to dispel the bad stereotypes, I do want people to go watch a game. Don't don't you like if you still don't like hockey after going to a live game in person, not on the TV, but a live game, um, a live AHL or NHL game. You go there, you watch it there, and you're still not impressed. Okay, at least you were honest, and at least you went to a game, and now you can have a truly honest opinion about it. I do want so that's my response to them. Also, I do think that we should start more equipment exchanges, and also we should incorporate learn more to maintain this game. Even if you're in a non-checking league, I think that's a great start for most people to get into. And it also, and I mean, most kids play street hockey. They can get into it and and they understand the game too. It's easier for them to start. They also don't have to necessarily learn a skill the skill of skating, they can just get the basic ideas or concepts of the game, and then if they want to go play, they can play. So there's that. Ball hockey, also a good option too, as well. Um, yeah. The, you know, Now I do want to address the comments that say they love hockey, but they do find college football more enjoyable. They find they find what else is there? They find the NFL regular season more enjoyable than the NHL regular season. And I get it too. There's also more at stake in the NFL than there is in the NHL because NHL plays 82 games, NFL plays 17 uh, for regular season, and there's a lot more at stake. You lose a game that could cost you a playoff slot, and I think that's why it's a little more exciting. You're playing essentially, you know, three series worth of games for the most part, like a five game, or then sevens, or two fives and a seven. At that point, two five-game series and a seven, but it's all against 17 different teams, and you do not play against everyone the you know in the league. That's another thing that distinguishes the NFL from everyone else. So it's luck of the draw with that, and you have to be able to go up against who you're going to go up against. I think what makes the NHL truly compelling or truly enjoyable is that everyone plays everyone, and you have to prove that you. And the best way to prove that you are the best is that you play every team in your league at least once, and then you go to the playoffs and you face off against who's the best out of the standings. Um, and then the one seed faces the eight seed, and then you go and you face whoever comes out when everything's on the line. You prove yourself, and if you get to the Stanley Cup Finals and then you beat the best team out of the other conference, guess what? You win too. And these are also 7 game series as well. It's not, and you don't get the bye week of the NFL just because you're the number one seed. You still have to go play a 7 game series regardless of what happens. That's you're essentially playing 4 series of 7. You have to win it, like 28 playoff games. It's not easy, but it's much more enjoyable because you still get more out of your value too. And this game is, and you're playing like back-to-back nights too. But in football, you play once a week or once or twice every 10 days at most, and you're practicing. And yes, it's very hard on the body and the brain, but hockey's more enjoyable because game keeps moving. Game keeps moving regardless. The clock keeps ticking until there's a penalty or a goal scored or the puck goes out of play. But you know, play stops every time there's a down, there's a tackle, and then there's a different play in place, or and there's a lot of stoppages too, and that's why some people find football boring too. But you like what you like. I think to those people in those comments, I think you should just go to a live hockey game that's at least an AHL level game, and just tell me what you think. I think that you would like it. I genuinely do. And if you are just stopping on this video, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe, share it with all your friends. And with that being said, take care.